Mobile app developer obviously develops mobile apps, but that takes what people want as far as their needs for the software and figures out how to do that in a mobile environment with constrained resources.
But it really has two pieces to it. One is the front-end app that's on the actual mobile device, but then there's a server in the background that really, for an app like ours, for social networking, you really have to have a lot of services and data that's required by the app in order to work properly. And so it's really, two pieces to the same thing.
I think you could be a very good mobile developer without any formal degrees or formal educations. It's like most of what you learn is going to be learned through experience.
I went to both my undergraduate as well as my graduate degree program at the University of Texas. Both programs, I'd say, helped quite a bit, and they helped by not only giving me a foundation, but more importantly by networking with peers.
I went to Trinity University and got a computer science bachelor's, and then I also did a master's of computer science at University of Texas San Antonio while I was working. And I would say it really does help. It gives you a footing in, some of the technologies that we use today. Is like you don't have to have the degree to do the job, but it really gives the underpinnings.
There's some stuff that you would pick up on your own naturally, and there's other stuff that you just sort of eventually remember, oh, there was this thing that I learned years ago. I don't think it's a requirement for a mobile developer.
Really, day to day it changes. At a startup with 4 people, there's so much to do, and so few of us to do it that on any day it's just whatever's the highest priority. So we might go from, like, right now I'm reworking our metric system to optimizing our email campaigns and the way that we track that.
Because the average day I'll come in and basically just be doing the same thing I did before, but there's like a 50% chance that everything's going to change. Right. And so you pick up from there and you just sort of look at what effectively needs to be done and how quickly does it need to be done.
Well, as the CEO of a startup, I spend probably 30 to 40% of my time trying to raise money. I'd say I spend maybe another 30% doing design work, and then that last 30 or 40% I spend trying to understand enough about what everyone else is doing at the company to make sure we're headed in the right direction.
The worst thing is probably developing for Android in general. With Android, you have, I think it's like 9 or 10 different versions of Android sitting in the marketplace, and then on top of that, you might have version 2.2, but you'd have Motorola's own different version for 2.2 and HTC's own different version for 2.2. And with all the extra junk that they stick into the operating system, you're basically have to go out and pick up as many devices as you can.
Really, there's a lot to do and not enough time, and that's the thing that kind of kills you because you see all the opportunities, and so it's really just about focusing what should I be working on today.
Seeing people actually use our product, that's far and away the most satisfying experience, and the thing that I think keeps us all going through the long, cold night that is a startup.
You'll go to the bars and you'll see people will get excited sometimes. They'll be like, "Oh my God, I use this." I remember about a year ago, I was at a bar and somebody asked me what I did, and I told them that I was like, "Oh, I work for an app company that lets you pay your bar tab." And this girl shot me this like mean look, and she's like, "Yeah, somebody already did that. It's called tabbed out." I'm like, "Yep, that'd be me."
My advice for anyone who's starting a company in the social mobile arena is to be very, very humble with what you're trying to solve. Pick a very precise problem, and pick a problem that the solution is an incremental difference from something people are already doing.
And then, but I mean, this great thing is that the industry is growing. It's going towards mobile, and if you're a working developer, it's not too difficult to get a job.
I think if you want to become a mobile developer, the best thing to do is to just do it. Download the tools and start working on it. The one thing I would say is that as much as I hate on Android for the device SKU, there's a larger demand for Android developers because there's less people that want to do it.